Larry Blatt, champion of the 29th Illinois State Mid-Amateur Championship here at Bloomington Country Club, doing it in dramatic fashion, securing the championship with a birdie on the 18th hole 2 times actually, first in regulation and then in a 3-hole aggregate playoff. Larry, let's start by talking about the closing stretch. You were 3 strokes behind the leader, standing on the 16th tee. So what happened there, and what led you down the stretch to claim the victory?
I didn't even know at the time that I was 3 back. I was just kind of in my own process, just trying to shoot my own score and do my own thing. And I think I was kind of aware that I was 3 under, but after hitting the tee shot on 16 to 5 feet, I'm like, okay, there's still some life here. Let's knock this in. And I didn't even hit the hole. That kind of got discouraged after that. 17, I'm lucky that I did not go out of bounds, but I made a nice recovery. I made a 50-footer for par, which is just amazing. But I went up to him like, I got to make this. I mean, I really visualized it, saw it going in, and it happened, which is awesome. 18, after David, who played well, solid all day, I knew on 18 I'd have to, he made bogey on 17, so I knew I had to birdie 18 just to get in the playoff, and hit a good drive, had a nice bunker shot, and I had to back away from my putt though 3 times. Leaves kept blowing, and people in the stands were probably like, "What is he doing?" But it's good to see the process work and drain the putt in the center, so that worked. Yeah.
Take me back to 17, and the greens here seem so tough that even 5 to 10 footers are a struggle, and then all of a sudden, kind of out of nowhere, you hole a 50-footer. So take me through that putt a little bit, and how that, in hindsight, really seemed to be huge in terms of keeping you in it and allowing you to get to 18 and then make that birdie.
So just from where I was with my drive, I had to chip out and try to get it on the front center of the green, and the greens are getting really firm out here, and it just bounced over the back, and I had a bare, it was like a concrete lie. I short-sided myself. I didn't have much, and tried to hit the best shot, but it came out, it kind of scolded, and it's left with a 50-footer for par. I kind of regained my composure, and I was like, let's just visualize this going in and give it a good stroke, and dead center. It's just great to do that and just have that in the memory.
And then, take us through the 3-hole aggregate playoff there. You guys both par 16, 17, you got a stroke up with par, and then another birdie on 18. So what was that experience like, going head-to-head with David there over the course of 3 holes?
It was great. David's been playing solid all day, so I knew I had to probably shoot 1 under on the playoff to have a chance to win. 16 is one of the toughest holes out here. I had to hit a 3-iron. We've got a left to right into us wind, so solid 2-putt there. David stuck it close and made par though. 17, let's see. I actually hit a 2-iron off 17 in the playoff as opposed to driver, because that's what I've been doing all week, and I think I was trying to force the issue in regulation. So I went back to my 2-iron. I was on the right side of the fairway though, and I kind of had to hit a cut pitching wedge over the tree. Got stuck in the wind a little bit. I was 40 feet short. Solid. This putt was going right in the center too, but it was about 6 inches short. David obviously missed his putt, unfortunately, so I'm 1 up going into 18. Hit a great drive on 18. With this wind coming down, I just choked up on the driver a little bit, and just kind of laid off it a little bit, and that works perfect for this hole. And I had a great lie in there. David hit a fantastic chip to a foot. Knew I had to get it up and down, but I've practiced thousands of those, so just let that skill take over and just do it. And it worked. So.
You golfed collegially at Illinois, and then I know you said you stepped away from the game for a little bit, really only picking it back up relatively recently. So take us through that a little bit, your last 5 years or so, and what led you to this point and this particular victory.
Yeah, the last 5 years. Well, 5 years ago, I was not touching a golf club. I was, after college, I moved into finance. I've been a trader for 12 years. And I lost my passion for the game back in college for whatever reason. I don't know. But about 3 years ago, I started to play competitively again. After playing with friends here and there in the games, like still kind of there. And up until December 2020, I went down to Florida to play in the Dixie Amateur, and I won that by 2 shots. So that really gave me a huge confidence boost. And I came back from a 3-shot deficit going into the final round. So there's something here. I've fallen obviously back in love with the game, and I've actually decided now I'm going to turn professional after the U.S. Mid-Amateur at the end of September. So it's like I love golf now more than I did back when I started, in high school and college. So it's crazy how that happens, but I think it's just the way I need to go, and I'm gonna do it.
What does a win like this do for your confidence as you look to make that next step, to know that you can compete with some of the best, mid-ams out there, and really kind of validate all the hard work you've been putting in over the last year?
Right. I mean, I did not have my best stuff today, and just to be able to grind it out and still stay in it, even when I'm 3 shots back coming into the 16th hole, to still grind it out and eventually take the win, like, I'll always remember that, and that's going to be very valuable going forward. So it's awesome, yeah.